welcome to my channel, Utterly Mental. My name is Veronica, and on my channel I discuss mental health topics because I know they can be an uncomfortable conversation to have, but I'm trying to break the stigma, trying to make a normal discussion here as well as in the comments with you guys. So today's Monday. I will be discussing 5 bad habits that could potentially be stopping you from living your best life. The best ways to replace those habits. Let's get into it. Number 1, comparing yourself to others. When you compare your life to somebody else's life, you run the risk of becoming discouraged because where you are in life isn't where they are. It can also lead to other negative emotions like jealousy and feelings of inadequacy or even depression. It can leave you feeling powerless to change your situation. But think about it this way. They didn't grow up with the same family as you did, in the same area or the same neighborhood. They didn't go to the same schools and have the same life experiences as you. The greatest thing about humanity is that every single human on the planet has their own unique experience of life that belongs to only them. And that in itself is powerful because nobody has the opportunity to live your story but you. It's pretty amazing. So here we go. The best way to replace this habit? Well, you probably heard the quote before, but what would happen if you were to compare yourself not to somebody else, but to who you were yesterday? What would happen if today you completed a task that you had put off yesterday and you just work on being the best you every day, better than who you were yesterday? Also, a good way to replace this habit is to keep a journal, either a video journal or a voice recorded journal or old school, write it down journal of your progress. So yesterday I was feeling lazy or whatever kept me from doing this task, but today I said I'm not going to do that and I did that task. How amazing are you going to feel instead of feeling less than? Comparing yourself to yourself makes you feel empowered. Number 2, spending too much time doing tasks that get you nowhere, not investing time in self-education and personal growth. You know that rush you feel when you finally master something that you've been working on for a really long time? Good, because that rush is what you need to have consistently to be able to continue to live your best life. When you invest your time and attention into being a better version of yourself every day, it helps you feel empowered and capable and alive. Best part is self-education is free. Personal growth, it's not an easy road to travel. But as you do it, as you learn, as you start to practice your skills and you see the changes within yourself and you're experiencing life a little differently, you're gonna start to notice that you're happier, that you're making progress. Progress is the key to a happy life. And you are going to feel alive. You're going to feel in control, regardless of your life circumstances. The greatness that is Google, all of us have an infinite amount of knowledge readily available to us right at our fingertips with just a few clicks. But having the knowledge isn't where it ends. You will start to feel powerful and capable, start trusting yourself and feeling that confidence when you start putting that knowledge that you're getting into action. The best way to replace this habit of constantly being on your phone and wasting time doing things that get you nowhere is do something that's gonna make you feel alive. You may feel drained, may wanna play a game on your phone. Don't. Schedule that for a different time and say, I'm not gonna play a game on my phone until I've read this article or done a little bit of research and practice something silly. Something new. Do it. Schedule it into your day and hold yourself accountable. Third bad habit, being a people pleaser. Now, being a people pleaser isn't who you are, but people pleasers tend to be the kindest and most selfless humans on the planet, but they are also the ones with the biggest insecurities. I'm able to say that confidently because as a person who was a people pleaser, this is a very difficult habit to conquer or to replace. If just about everything you do is predicated on having the approval or permission or acceptance of others, you take away from your own power to approve of yourself. And you have permission to do that. You're gonna lose friends in the process. Your family may not like you in the process, but you don't have to please everybody, and you're not going to. It's impossible. You don't want to please everybody because that means you don't ever get to please yourself. So do what you can to make you happy. And the right people, they're coming your way, I promise. Because when you are living your best self and you are doing the things that are right for your soul, that you know are correct for you, regardless of what anybody else is thinking, that means you're living to your highest potential. And only other people who are living to their highest potential will start to come into your circle. You start doing things to live your life to the fullest, like setting boundaries and saying no and growing as a person and only comparing yourself to yourself, who you were yesterday or 20 minutes ago. A lot of people are going to choose to walk out of your life. But that has nothing to do with who you are. That has everything to do with who they are. As long as you choose to continue living your best life, the right people are going to gravitate into your life. Side note, I have another video up that goes more in depth on people pleasers, so definitely go check that video out, like it, comment on it. Also, leave me your comments on each one of these habits that I am mentioning in the comments below. Let's discuss. Number 4, waiting till the time is right. Guys, the future doesn't exist, okay? And that's something that I feel like we all take for granted. The past, you get to learn from so that you can make your present better. If you continue to put it off until your circumstances are perfect, you may never get a chance to do it. Because life is like that. You never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So you can say, you'll do it tomorrow, or you'll do it in a few hours when you're fully capable of doing it right now. You can't predict the future. So just do it now. Best way of overcoming this horrible habit is get resourceful and get moving. Use what you have now. Don't think, I can only do this if I get this. I can only do this if this. No, use what you have right now. Right now. Use what you have right now and start moving. It may take you a few years, sure, but I will bet you the person that you are going to be is after working through everything, finding the resources, being resourceful, and making progress toward what you want in life, you are going to be a much happier and more whole of a person than the version of you who still is waiting for the circumstances to be perfect. Just get moving. You don't have to believe that what you're doing is, this is going to be it. No, try new things. Just do it. Number 5 is not taking care of yourself. Simple terms, your best life needs your best self. Your physical, spiritual, mental, emotional health is an absolute must. Practicing daily self-care is a great way to prove to yourself that now is the right time. The day you look in the mirror and say, enough is enough, from this moment on, I'm living my best life, you will see life as you know it will begin to break away and transform, allowing what is meant for your higher purpose, for your fulfilled life, will start gravitating into your world. And it will be incredible. Basically, your best life begins the day that you do. The best way to start taking care of yourself or replacing that habit of not doing it by doing it, is schedule it. Get a calendar, I'm gonna wake up at this time, I'm gonna brush my teeth, I'm gonna do my hair. Write down every tiny detail of what you're doing that day. Do it daily, because you can get lost in the day and fall into old thought patterns. But practice that awareness that we talked about in an earlier habit. Practice that awareness. Am I talking myself out of this? Why? You don't need to know why. If you notice that you're talking yourself out of it, then you can change what you're saying to yourself and say, I'm gonna do it. Whether I feel like I can or I can't, I'm gonna prove that I can, and I'm gonna do it. And then make it happen. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, give me that thumbs up, and I wanna hear from you guys. What are you passionate about? What do you want for your life? What's stopping you from having it? Please let me know your answers in the comments below. Again, I appreciate you so much for joining me today. Don't go to bed without finding a reason to genuinely smile. Be kind, take care of yourself. Utterly Mental out.